Mario vs. Sonic. A worldwide debate about which gaming mascot is superior. Between these mascots life fan works. One of Sonic's most infamous fan character is Sonic.EXE, a creepypasta about a haunted Sonic CD which whoever plays it will get their soul taken away. And following the EXE trend with Mario's version is Mario.EXE by Coolrash. Since both versions of each have their own set of features, including powers and abilities, you might wonder who would win in a fight between these two horror mascots. Let's figure it out. Sonic.EXE, also known as X, is the main antagonist of the Sonic.EXE. The story follows that Tom, the main protagonist, got a CD disc with a note from his friend Kyle. It said that, if you don't destroy the CD, he'll come after you too. Don't even play the game. It's what he wants. Tom ignored Kyle's warnings and played the game. In the game, classic characters like Tails, Knuckles, and Dr. Eggman as they are relentlessly pursued and eventually murdered by Sonic.EXE. It eventually ended with Tom seeing a bleeding eye Sonic on his bed. After the original Sonic.EXE story released, the story spawned a massive wave of fan-made games, stories, and horror-themed rewrites. It became an infamous internet horror staple, driving the EXE genre of corrupted characters while inspiring numerous sequels and visual remakes. After the original creepypasta was made, a fan game by My5T Crimson in 2012 released, recreating the original creepypasta from scratch, with the exception of the bloody hedgehog jumping from the screen. In 2014, the original creepypasta got removed by the creepypasta staff, later sparking an outrage by the creator. This really didn't do much. Following the deletion, JC attempted to make multiple remakes and sequels of the original story, but most have been forgotten or criticized. Years later, JC the Hyena was officially cancelled following allegations of inappropriate behavior. Ownership of the character and brand was transferred to a community member known as Joe Doughboy. But people might be wondering, how strong is Sonic.EXE, a malevolent entity, often referred to as X? His entity is a sadistic, eldritch being from another dimension who uses the hedgehog's appearance to lure victims into his game. He resembles Sonic but with darker, unkempt fur, a wider fanged smile, and pitch black eyes with glowing red pupils that often leak blood. He possesses immense reality warping, teleportation, intangibility, soul consumption, and mental domination. He is essentially immortal in his realm, controlling the fabric of his dark reality. He is often described as a creator of his own, darker universe, capable of manipulating dark matter. His power is frequently cited as being able to break the fourth wall and corrupt both his game and the real world. His powers include soul stealing, black hole creation and manipulation, essekinesis, shapeshifting, dark matter manipulation, materiakinesis, hacking, high intelligence, illusion casting, telekinesis, possibly, ring-like portal creation, possibly. But since there's so much EXE versions, which one could we use? The OG-EXE fits the most, considering it's the most scaling we can use. Sonic.EXE is strong but it has a weaknesses, is extremely childish and arrogant, and will often throw tantrums when he doesn't get what he wants. 3. He restrains himself for fun, as none of his victims have ever posed a threat to him. He cannot manipulate a person if they lack a sufficient amount of evil in their heart. In conclusion, Sonic.EXE is very strong, but his arrogance and extreme childish behavior is what restrains him. X is very strong if he wants to be. If playing as God means he's gonna reach his goal, he will. Now for the next opponent. Following the EXE trend, one emerged a popular 2015 indie horror fangame by Coolrash released on Game Jolt, featuring a sadistic, demonic version of Mario who tortures characters like Luigi in a twisted version of the original Super Mario Bros. It is a creepypasta game known for graphic, violent, and jump scare filled scenes, making it inappropriate for children. Mario.EXE is a parody of Sonic.EXE, which portrays Mario as a possessed monster who hunted down Luigi and later down the line attacked Peach. A retake later down the line and FNF mods increased Coolrash's infamous reputation as a Mario.EXE with an upcoming game called Super Mario Bros. the Castrophoses, and an Easter egg on an EXE game called Ink Bowser. Mario.EXE's scream "What" is heard when Luigi enters the castle. "What does it say? You're next" is the same scream from the animatronics from Five Nights at Freddy's but being sharper. So how strong is Coolrash's version of Mario.EXE? He resembles the classic 8-bit or 16-bit Mario but with bleeding black eye sockets and glowing red pupils. He often has reality warping powers within the game world, such as manipulating fire, spawning spikes, and reanimating the dead as zombies. He takes pleasure in tormenting the game's usual cast, especially Luigi, and breaking the fourth wall to threaten the person playing the game. He has a torch, an item used by Mario to burn the castle that was filled with toads inside. Poisonous mushrooms. Super mushrooms look-alikes that make the user who eats them begin coughing and vomiting out their blood. And a machete, a blade Mario.EXE used to stab into the head of a toad. He can summon spikes, giant pillars with pointy ends that can crush and pierce those who aren't quick enough to evade, and summon his army of zombie toad, a combatant that's only known motive is to kill those who are unsuspecting of their presence. Portal creation, with warp pipes, transports himself and Luigi into different locations such as World 2 and World 3. Magma manipulation. In World 4, lava is present in the ground. Spatial manipulation and void manipulation can create bottomless pits that kill anyone who fall into them. EXE have to have a weakness, even if it's a Horobrew. Specific weaknesses and vulnerabilities. Lack of experience. Mario.EXE often relies on catching victims off guard rather than skilled combat, making him vulnerable when forced into direct confrontation. Self-harmful attacks. His attacks can sometimes turn against him or harm himself. Environmental specific weaknesses. In some iterations, he is vulnerable to being turned into stone if the final axe is pulled, or he may have issues if he leaves his physical host, the Mario corpse. Poor disguise. The entities often fail to perfectly replicate Mario's behavior, with emotions hindering their performance. In conclusion, Mario.EXE is a formidable opponent but his lack of experience and poor disguise leads him to failure. But he's a formidable opponent who can warp reality and make items.
Oh Mario, fancy look you've got there. A little too similar to me. Oh well, this will be your last.
Oh, my other counterpart! This'll be so much fun! The fires await.
Give me your bed. Too slow.
So much for our car, hmm? Ha!
You're starting to irritate me.
It will be a mines to take. Your fakers will have your must-see when I make you all burn.
Interesting moves. I may find this fun while playing with your soul.
Disappointing. I thought you would be fun. Anyways, time to clean up the mess you made, my other counterpart.
Shut up. Play my game.
That was sure. I'll just kill you again. Game over.